Welcome to English Through Stories, the place where language meets imagination. Today, we explore the life of a man who rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most respected actors and directors of all time. Improve your English while discovering the powerful journey of a Hollywood icon. The life and legacy of Sir Denzel Washington. Denzel Hayes Washington Jr. was born on December 28, 1954, in Mount Vernon, New York, to Denzel Washington Sr., a Pentecostal minister, and Lennis Washington, a beauty salon owner. He grew up with two siblings in a modest household where discipline, faith, and community were strong values. Life in Mount Vernon wasn't easy. Although his parents worked hard, money was often tight. When Denzel was 14, his parents divorced, a painful experience that shaped his outlook on family and responsibility. To help keep him out of trouble and give him structure, his mother sent him to Oakland Military Academy. This was a turning point. There, he learned self-control, leadership, and the importance of discipline, qualities that would define his future career. Despite being shy as a child, Washington developed a love for sports, particularly basketball. He also enjoyed storytelling and imitating characters from movies and television. However, at this stage, acting was not yet on his radar. He dreamed of becoming a journalist or perhaps a professional athlete. High school life wasn't smooth either. Like many teenagers, he struggled with direction and sometimes found himself in the wrong crowd. Years later, Washington admitted that many of his childhood friends ended up in prison. His mother's decision to send him away to school likely saved his life, giving him an environment where he could discover his potential. After graduating high school, Washington enrolled at Fordham University in New York City. Initially, he pursued journalism, imagining himself as a news anchor or writer. But during a summer camp where he worked as a counselor, a colleague suggested he try acting after seeing him perform in a talent show. Curious, Denzel auditioned for a student play when he returned to college. The experience was transformative. He felt a sense of purpose and connection he had never experienced before. He switched majors to drama and immersed himself in theater productions. After earning his degree in 1977, Washington won a scholarship to the American Conservatory Theater in San Francisco. He trained in classical acting, studying Shakespeare and stagecraft. Yet, his early years as an actor were far from glamorous. He took small roles in television movies and off-Broadway plays to make ends meet. Auditions were tough, and rejection was frequent, but Denzel had grit. He used each setback as motivation to improve his craft, learning how to bring depth and authenticity to every character he played. His first significant break came with the television series St. Elsewhere, 1982 to 1988, where he played Dr. Philip Chandler. The role introduced him to millions of viewers and gave him steady work for 6 seasons. But even then, Denzel kept training, taking acting workshops, and studying the masters. He believed that true artistry required constant learning and humility. Washington's rise to stardom began with powerful supporting roles that showcased his intensity and charisma. In 1987, he portrayed South African activist Steve Biko in Cry Freedom. The performance earned him his first Academy Award nomination and established him as a serious dramatic actor unafraid of tackling complex, real-life figures. 2 years later, he won his first Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in Glory, 1989, playing Private Silas Tripp, a defiant former slave who fought in the Union Army during the Civil War. His fiery performance Especially his tearful scene during a lashing left audiences stunned and critics praising his emotional depth. Throughout the early 1990s, Washington continued to deliver landmark performances in Malcolm X, 1992, directed by Spike Lee. Denzel transformed himself physically and emotionally to portray the legendary civil rights leader. The film required immense preparation, studying speeches, adopting mannerisms, and even learning to dance like Malcolm. Many consider it one of the greatest biographical performances ever filmed. In Philadelphia, 1993, he played a homophobic lawyer who overcomes his prejudice to defend a man with AIDS, played by Tom Hanks. The film addressed issues of discrimination and compassion, earning critical acclaim. In The Pelican Brief, 1993, he co-starred with Julia Roberts in a tense legal thriller that highlighted his versatility. By the mid-1990s, Denzel Washington had become a leading man in Hollywood. Known for his commanding presence, sharp intelligence, and moral strength on screen, he carved out a unique space as both a commercial star and a respected dramatic actor. The next chapter of Washington's career demonstrated his mastery of acting and his desire to tell meaningful stories. He took on challenging roles in Courage Under Fire, 1996, playing a guilt-ridden army officer investigating military heroism. The Hurricane, 1999, portraying Reuben "Hurricane" Carter, a boxer wrongfully imprisoned for murder. Washington trained physically for months and delivered a performance that earned him a Golden Globe and another Oscar nomination. Remember the Titans, 2000, where he inspired millions as a real-life high school football coach who fought racial prejudice in the early 1970s. In 2001, Washington shocked audiences in Training Day, playing a corrupt Los Angeles detective. This morally complex role broke away from his heroic image and earned him his second Academy Award, this time for Best Actor. Around this time, Denzel also began directing. His debut film, Antoine Fisher, 2002, told the true story of a troubled young man finding healing and purpose. He continued with The Great Debaters, 2007, celebrating the power of education and debate in African American history. By the end of the decade, Washington had firmly established himself as not only one of Hollywood's greatest actors, but also a talented filmmaker dedicated to uplifting and thought-provoking stories. Even after 4 decades in the industry, Washington shows no signs of slowing down. In Flight, 2012, he delivered a raw, gripping performance as an airline pilot battling addiction. The role earned him another Oscar nomination and proved his ability to portray deeply flawed yet relatable characters. In Fences, 2016, based on August Wilson's play, Washington both directed and starred as Troy Maxson, a former baseball player, struggling with personal demons. His emotionally charged performance earned him yet another Academy Award nomination and widespread critical acclaim. In 2021, Washington embraced classical theater on screen, playing Macbeth in Joel Coen's The Tragedy of Macbeth. His chilling, poetic interpretation reminded audiences of his Shakespearean roots. Washington also embraced the era of streaming, bringing his work to new audiences worldwide. Whether in action thrillers like the Equalizer series or intimate dramas, his performances continued to inspire actors and filmmakers globally. Throughout his fame, Washington has remained deeply grounded. Married to actress Pauletta Washington since 1983, the couple has 4 children. Denzel often says that his greatest accomplishment is his family, not his awards. He is a man of faith, attributing his success to his Christian beliefs and his mother's teachings. Washington is also a philanthropist, donating millions to educational institutions, charities, and mentorship programs for young actors. Unlike many Hollywood stars, Washington avoids social media and celebrity culture. He values privacy, humility, and purpose over fame. He once advised young artists, "Don't aspire to make a living, aspire to make a difference." Denzel Washington's contributions to film and culture have been recognized worldwide. His honors include 2 Academy Awards, Best Supporting Actor, Best Actor, Tony Award for Best Actor in Fences on Broadway, 3 Golden Globes and multiple Screen Actors Guild Awards, AFI Lifetime Achievement Award for his impact on cinema, Presidential Medal of Freedom 2022, one of the highest civilian honors in the United States. In 2023, he was knighted, earning the title Sir Denzel Washington, solidifying his status as a global cultural icon. Countless actors and directors credit Washington as a mentor and inspiration. His dedication to authenticity, discipline, and storytelling continues to shape the film industry. Sir Denzel Washington's journey is one of resilience, purpose, and unwavering integrity. From a troubled teenager in Mount Vernon to one of the most respected figures in global cinema, he has built a legacy defined not only by awards but by character. He stayed true to his values, chose roles that challenged stereotypes, and used his influence to uplift others. Washington has shown that success is not just about talent, but about hard work, faith, and staying true to one's mission. He once said, "I pray that you all put your shoes way under the bed at night so that you have to get on your knees in the morning to find them. And while you're down there, thank God for grace and mercy and understanding." Sir Denzel Washington is more than an actor. He is a teacher, a storyteller, a leader, and a symbol of excellence who continues to inspire generations around the world.